Welcome to Stay at Home STEAM with Team Neutrino. Today we're going to be making squishy circuits and learning about the science behind electrical circuitry. In order to make squishy circuits, we need to make some conductive dough, which can be made out of a few simple ingredients. Conductive just means I can carry and transfer electricity. If you don't have any of these ingredients, you can also use Play-Doh, but it just won't carry as much electricity. For this activity, you'll need 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, 1/4 cup of salt, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3 tablespoons of cream of tartar, which can be replaced with 9 tablespoons of lemon juice, food coloring, which is optional, a pot to mix everything in, 3 AA batteries, and an LED.
Now what is an LED? An LED stands for light emitting diode. A diode is a semiconductor device. This means that it only allows electrons to travel through one direction, and so it won't work if you insert it in another direction.
Today we'll be working with a stove, so make sure you have a parent around to help you when you're dealing with hot items. Now let's get started. Take your medium pot and combine your cup of flour, water, 1/4 cup of salt, 3 tablespoons of cream of tartar, 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and food coloring all into it. Once everything is thoroughly combined, put your pot over medium heat and then keep stirring until you see the mixture thicken. Continue to stir until it feels like dough and you can form a ball in the center of the pot. Once the Play-Doh is thick enough to form a ball in the center of your pot, wait for it to cool down a bit before transferring your dough onto a floured countertop. Then knead it until it's no longer sticky. Now that you have a smooth ball of dough, you can begin playing with it to make circuits. Grab your 2 AA batteries and stick the positive end of one battery to the negative end of the other and then tape them together. Now with your dough, make 2 long ropes and attach them to the positive end and the negative end of your batteries.
Finally, take your LED and with the long end of the LED, stick it into the positive side of the dough. With the short end of the LED, stick it into the negative side of the dough. The LED will close the gap between your 2 ropes of dough and connect everything in a circle. You should see your LED light up.
And now you've made a circuit. That means you made a closed path that electricity can flow through. It's closed because there's no gaps or breaks within your circuit. Electricity moves from positive to negative. That's what you need to make sure that the LED was inserted properly. Fun fact, electricity moves from positive to negative. That's why you had to make sure that the LED was inserted properly to match the negative and positive sides of the dough. That way, the electricity can flow from positive to negative and complete your circuit. You might notice that if you were to smooth the positive and negative ropes of your dough, your LED would turn off. That's because you just short-circuited your circuit. That means that electricity is no longer flowing from your LED because you made another pathway that it can flow through instead. Small reminder, your dough will last you about 2 to 3 days before it begins to mold if it's not stored properly. Thanks for joining us on today's episode of Stay at Home STEAM with Team Neutrino. Make sure to tag us on our social medias at FRC Neutrino and use the hashtag StayAtHomeSTEAM for a chance to be featured on our stories.